Hello YouTube. We're back once again, another week for comics. So I actually only had 2 books on my pull list this week. Week 3s are usually pretty dead for me, but I did have an online order arrive, so I actually got a lot more than I otherwise would have, and I'll just jump right into them. First up here we have Batgirl, number 38. I love this cover with Spoiler and Cassandra together. I'm still trying to pick up the original Batgirl series. This is issue 38. I believe this is immediately what picks up after the trades they put out, the 3 oversized trades that they never continued with. So this is, I'm prioritizing from here to sort of the end, and then I'll go back and pick up the first half maybe. I'm not sure. I'm thinking of making custom omnibuses, which I know some people are gonna scream at me for, but it's okay. These are all, they're only like they're only fine, very fine, so it's not like a huge issue. But yeah, so I picked up 38 here. 39 has a weird cover. I don't really know why. I feel like the artwork's starting to pick up with some of these. I still don't really like this one. The way they do shading is really weird. Some of the body proportions are still weird, but they're getting better from the first half of the series that I felt was really off. This cover is fantastic, and I really like the proportions. I just realized Cass has abs. Look at that. Cass has some, damn. Those some abs. So yeah, 38, 39, and then I also got 40. And that's what I picked up this time. They'd been on order for a while. Yeah, the order has actually been sitting there for quite a while, and you'll see just about how long ago I ordered this. So, that's all the Batgirl I got. Next up, I got Goddess Mode, issue 2, because I missed that in stores. I'm still missing 3, which is coming in another order, so I can't catch up yet, but looking forward to it. I can at least read this one now. And yeah, I placed this order about a month ago or so, I think, just shortly after, very shortly after that weird convention I went to, where I picked up the first 3 issues of Voltron Volume 3, and so I also picked up here issue 4 and issue 5 of Volume 3. I love this cover. This cover is gorgeous. Like, just the colors and everything. I'm so sad Voltron never got a final season. It was so good, and then it hit like that last season, and they just, nothing came out. It was done. There was just nothing, and you can't tell me otherwise, because I refuse to believe that an ending that shitty could exist, because the first 3 seasons or so were fantastic, and then it felt like they really wanted to capitalize off it going mainstream, and it just got really bad because it just became really generic and rushed, and if only there's the same amount of love as the first 3 seasons, and also if they didn't hate gay characters. I digress though. This next one was a different order. This actually I just picked up off eBay because I got it pretty much cover price even with the shipping. And that's the Forgotten Queen number 2, which I missed. So this actually caught me up. I had number 3 already, so I'm now caught up on this series. Not as good as the first issue led me to believe. It's still pretty alright for a 4-issue mini. It's perfectly fine. And you know, I'm interested in it. I recently picked up the Euthonauts trade, also by Tini Howard here, so, you know, I'm still interested in more work by her, so this gives me kind of a different view of her stuff as well. Euthonauts is amazing. This is just very midline, but I have the first 3. There's only one more coming out, so I may as well pick it up. It's got some unique ideas and stuff, and it has world building for the Valiant multiverse, but honestly, I wish more of these smaller publishers wouldn't do so many multiverses. Like, Valiant is pretty okay. Is it Lion Forge? I think it might be I don't remember if it's Line Forge or not. There's one that has a lot of female heroes and people of color and a lot more diversity than other multiverses, and I think that one's pretty cool to have around for what it is. But some of these other ones trying it, it's like, do I need Warmonger from a 4-issue miniseries to cross over with Punk Mambo? Probably not. No offense. I'm sure it'd be cool, but it's also like, I'd rather it just be like cameo crossovers like in Image stuff with Savage Dragon and Young Bloods and stuff. But yeah, so back to my order. For the other order, not this one, the last issue I got was Naomi #3, and this is the second printing. I missed out on the first printing, unfortunately, but alas, that's what I get for not adding it to my pull list. And then surprisingly, when I went to a store today, Naomi wasn't sold out like it usually was, though I had it in my list anyway, so there's one issue left on the shelves, but also I picked up issue 5. I have 4. I could have had 2 issues of 5 and tried to resell it, but the fact that I started seeing it on the shelf again kind of worried me a bit. Either my local shop ordered more, or it's losing some hype, which I could maybe see because we finally have the reveal here of who she is. And it's not linked to anything else, so all of those other, sorry, spoilers, all of those other books people have been specking on and throwing tons of money at are all just going down the drain, and I'm sure there's lots of people pissed at wasting their money, but that's their own fault for specking wrong. Oh well. So this one I had to pick up in store, and then the other 2 I picked up. This was one of the 2 books on my pull list. The other was High Level #4 here, which I've been really enjoying. It's a cool sci-fi, futuristic, sort of cyberpunk story. This issue was neat. It felt like it rushed a bit. There wasn't enough time for it. Feels like they're kind of really rushing to finish this first arc. And I don't know if it's going past the first arc yet, so we'll see. But I do like the world building a lot. There's like some crazy racist white people in what was basically Ku Klux Klan hoods, and they're like going, "We need to get whiter. Like we have to get whiter." So. She's like pulling off their masks to get them in the sun as like eat UV, like get tanned, be less white. It was really silly, but I appreciate the fact that it's setting the tone of fuck white nationalists, and then also fuck men who want to control women and rapists and pedophiles. There's some really good political messages in this book. Also, this is set in post-apocalyptic Canada, I found out. Not just Canada, though. It starts off in Manitoba, where I am from originally, so that's pretty neat to me. Because who the fuck sets anything in Manitoba, let alone post-apocalyptic? Apparently Squirrel Girl. I didn't pick up this week, because I'm not picking up, but apparently they go to Churchill, which is very northern Manitoba, so there's just something about Manitoba in the water lately for comics, who knows. But yeah, then the last issue I picked up, it's not actually on my pull list, but it was Teen Titans. This was the end of the Terminus Agenda, and I felt this really fell flat after Terminus Agenda. I feel like more could have happened. It kind of skipped too much space, but I don't know if that's because it's going to be brought up in the Deathstroke sort of finish, which I'll pick up the next Deathstroke issue just to finish Terminus Agenda, but then I'm not buying Deathstroke again. Unless Tara Markov shows up, of course. I'm buying the issues she's in, but no other ones. But even though this is a letdown, I think I do want to add it to my pull list and just double dip and not wait for the trades, because the next arc seems like it's going to be a ton of fun, and I don't think I necessarily want to wait that long for it. So, I am loving these characters, though. Crush is fantastic. Roundhouse is great. Jin's starting to grow on me. I really liked Red Arrow, but now I'm really on the fence about her. I'm curious where they're going to go. Potential theory. And they're talking about the Secret Six are going to like betray all of humanity or whatever in the year of the villains. I think I'd maybe say Damien or Emiko Queen might be one of them. I don't think they do Kid Flash at this point because he's already done the whole thing and I don't see the other members, but just the way that those two have acted through this series so far, the past 10 issues, I wouldn't be surprised. So yeah, I'm looking forward. I could have picked up the variant to this. It was the Miko Queen variant. It was there. I might pick it up if it's still there next week, but because it's a new release, they do charge more for if you're picking up multiple issues. Which again was part of the reason I didn't pick up Naomi, because if the prices are dropping, I don't want to be stuck with a few. But also just didn't really enjoy the variant so much. They're doing like these full shots of the characters. I kind of want to get the Crush one, but only that. But they look like they're made out of Play-Doh or plasticine or something, and it's really weird, the art style, to me. Like, I'm sure the art style could work for some stuff, but it's just so different from the actual, like, I don't know, it's just a really weird art style to me. I can't really get my head around it. I'm sure it works really well for certain stuff. I just don't feel like it works for like a sort of full body character pinup solo shot thing. I feel like it could work super well for some kind of trippy cover though. It would be cool to see whoever's doing these variants to do something like that. I think it would look really cool. But I mean, that's just my opinion. I'm not sure. Maybe some people really like them. If so, hope you got this one, because this one is one of the better ones, I think. It looks like the pose and everything looked pretty damn cool. It was just the art style I wasn't super into as much. But, personal taste. But yeah, so that is my week in comics and what I picked up this week. Just a quick recap. We got the Teen Titans Terminus Agenda Epilogue, which is issue 30, High Level issue 4, Naomi issue 5, Naomi issue 3, second printing, The Forgotten Queen issue 2, Voltron Legendary Defender volume 3 issues 5 and 4, which completes my run of that volume. Finding volume 1 looks like it's going to be a nightmare, but volume 2 seems okay still. I don't know, I'm probably just going to pick up trades. I just don't want to buy it first hand, is all. I've been buying it all second hand. I don't want to support the creators more. But yeah, then Goddess Mode number 2. And then Batgirl Series 1. We have issues 40, 39, and 38, which this cover is super cool. I really like it. And so yeah, that is all. I hope you enjoyed, and I look forward to seeing you all next week, hopefully. And I think next week's a bigger week for me. Is that the 22nd? Yeah, I think I have some new series starting, possibly. Some new cool mini-series from independent creators and stuff, so yeah, I don't remember exactly everything that's coming up, but I think it's a more busy week, so fingers crossed, because if I had to do only 2 books this week, or only 3, it'd be pretty short, but I mean, some of those videos will probably come in the future. So yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know if there's anything you would want to recommend based on anything I'm reading right now. I'd love to hear what you guys are reading, and hopefully I'll see you all next time. Take care.